Rate cuts in 2025, Fed's June minutes just dropped. Are we heading toward lower rates, or will tariffs keep inflation sticky? Let's break it down. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bull and Bear Brief. Today I'm diving into the Federal Reserve's latest meeting minutes from June, and what they reveal could set the stage for some major interest rate moves in 2025. Despite stubborn inflation and new tariff threats, most Fed officials are still penciling in rate cuts next year. But here's the twist. They're split on when and how much to cut, and that divide could spell uncertainty for the markets, businesses, and your wallet. So, what did the June minutes actually say? The Fed unanimously kept rates steady at 5.25% to 5.50%, but their internal projections, known as the dot plot, showed a major split. Around 8 officials expect 2 rate cuts in 2025, 9 think we'll get 1 or none, and just 2 officials are forecasting 3 cuts. That tells me the Fed wants to cut rates, but they're nervous about doing it too fast and reigniting inflation. But one big reason behind the hesitation is tariffs. Some Fed members, including Chair Powell and Richmond Fed President Tom Barkin, warned that rising tariffs could add fresh inflation pressure, especially if they lead to broader price hikes down the supply chain. Others, like Governor Waller, believe these are temporary cost shocks and shouldn't delay rate cuts. This is more than just a policy debate, it's about how tariffs might reshape inflation expectations, which are critical to the Fed's timing. The Fed is also looking at real-world sentiment, and it's mixed. Recent business surveys show many CEOs still plan to raise prices, even without direct exposure to tariffs. Some see this as a sign of lingering pricing power, others say it's just precautionary. All of this affects how quickly the Fed feels comfortable easing up, and that directly impacts your credit card rates, mortgage costs, and investment outlook. So when could rate cuts actually start? Right now, markets are pricing in a 60-70% chance of a cut in September, with another likely by December. But the Fed has made it clear they want more data, especially on inflation and labor, before making any moves. This means every jobs report, CPI release, and global trade headline could tilt the Fed's hand. So to wrap it up, most Fed officials expect rate cuts in 2025, but they're walking a tightrope. If tariffs stoke inflation, expect delays. But if inflation cools further, those cuts might come sooner than expected. What do you think? Will the Fed cut rates this year? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I've got more real-time Fed analysis coming your way.